In every pocket, in every wallet, and in every drawer full of forgotten change, there's a hidden story waiting to be discovered. Most people see only small metal discs, but collectors know better. Coins are miniature time capsules. They hold the faces of nations, the marks of history, and sometimes the chance of unexpected fortune. Today, on USA Coin Treasures, we're traveling beyond the United States to explore the euro, the currency that unites much of Europe, and uncover the rare and valuable coins hiding in plain sight. From early-year mintages to modern treasures, these small pieces of copper and brass can be worth far more than their face value. So, get ready to look closely. The year 2000 was a turning point for Europe. While most of the world was celebrating the start of a new millennium, several European countries were preparing for something that would completely reshape their economies: the introduction of the euro. Though euro banknotes and coins wouldn't officially enter circulation until 2002, a few countries began minting euro coins early, including test and pre-release issues from 2000. That's why any euro coin dated 2000 instantly grabs the attention of collectors. It belongs to the earliest wave of production, the birth of the common currency. The 10 euro cent coin from 2000 was struck in a golden-colored alloy called Nordic gold, a mix of copper, aluminum, zinc, and tin. It isn't real gold, but its shine gives the coin a warm, elegant look that made the new currency feel premium. The coin weighs 4.1 grams, measures 19.75 millimeters across, and has fine, notched edges known as Spanish flower shape, a design chosen for easier recognition by touch. On the obverse, or national side, each country used its own design. If your 2000 dated 10-cent piece is from Italy, you'll see a beautiful image of Sandro Botticelli's Venus, representing the rebirth of art and culture. If it's from Spain, you might find a portrait of the famous writer Miguel de Cervantes, the man behind Don Quixote. Other early minting nations include France, Finland, and Belgium, each with its own symbolic imagery. Because these coins were minted before the euro's official release, they were produced in relatively small test quantities. Some were used for training bank staff and vending machine calibration. Others were distributed in collectors' starter kits. As a result, finding an authentic 2010 euro cent coin in circulation today is quite rare. Many were stored away, and those that survived usually show heavy wear. In high-grade, uncirculated condition, they can command impressive prices. Depending on the country and mint mark, collectors have paid anywhere from 20 euros to 150 euros for pristine earlier examples. Proof or trial strikes can reach even higher. One of the most intriguing varieties comes from France, where some 2000 coins show slight differences in the positioning of the stars around the edge, a subtle design revision that makes the earlier strike instantly collectible. Another sought-after version comes from Italy, where few calibration strikes were made without complete edge milling, a small detail, but for numismatists, a fascinating glimpse into the minting process at the dawn of the euro era. So why does a small 10-cent coin from 2000 matter so much? Because it represents the first physical sign of a united Europe. It's a coin that existed before the currency was even officially born, a symbol of anticipation, cooperation, and change. Collectors see it as the very beginning of a new monetary chapter, much like the early 1946 Roosevelt dimes that marked a new era in U.S. coinage. If you ever come across a 2000 dated 10 euro cent, don't dismiss it as pocket change. Look for mint marks, study the design, and check the condition. A lightly circulated coin might fetch only a few euros, but a near mint or proof example could easily sell for $50 to $200, depending on rarity and demand. And if it happens to be one of the limited test strikes, you might be holding a piece of European monetary history worth even more. The 2010 euro cent isn't just money, it's a milestone. It tells the story of how nations prepared for unity, how art met technology, and how something as small as a coin could carry the weight of a continent's ambition. It's a perfect reminder that in numismatics, even the tiniest details can reveal treasures far greater than their face value. By 2005, the euro was no longer an experiment. It had become one of the most powerful currencies in the world. 12 European nations were using it. Millions of coins were circulating across borders, And for the first time in modern history, people from different countries were spending the same money every day. But among the billions of coins struck that year, a few 10 cent pieces stood out for their design, their symbolism, and in some cases, their surprising collector value. The 2005 10 cent coin shares the same technical specifications as all other 10-cent pieces, 4.1 grams in weight, made from Nordic gold alloy, with a diameter of 19.75 millimeters and a smooth edge interrupted by fine ridges. Its color, a deep golden tone, tends to darken slightly with age, giving circulated examples of vintage look that collectors often appreciate. Depending on where the coin was minted, the design changes. For example, Spanish 10-cent coins from 2005 show the portrait of Miguel de Cervantes, one of the most respected literary figures in history. The artwork captures Cervantes with pride and dignity, celebrating Spain's contribution to European culture through literature. The word España, Spain, appears on the left, along with the year 2005 and a small M, with a crown above it, the mint mark of Madrid. In uncirculated condition, the 2005 Spanish 10-cent coin may seem common, but collectors have discovered that coins struck with sharper detail, or from early die states, show deeper lines in Cervantes' portrait and stronger relief on the letters. These high-quality examples, when professionally graded, can sell for several dollars or euros each, a nice return for what started as pocket change. Other countries also issued unique designs in 2005. Italy's 10-cent coin features Botticelli's Birth of Venus, while France's version carries Laurent Joriot's Sower, a modern take on the symbol of hope and progress. Each coin's obverse reveals not just the face of a nation, but also a small piece of European identity. Collectors often seek to complete full euro sets from every country, and that's where small year differences, like 2005,